that little clip of that podcast, by the way?
Dude, I was going to. I haven't.
What clip?
No.
What podcast?
He sent it to us.
What? I didn't get anything.
He sent
would've
it in
been
the
good.
group chat.
Yeah.
Everybody got
It could actually be a good segue from Kyrie.
You want to do that?
I
Do
mean,
it
I
then.
wish you guys. If I'm not saying you should have listened to it, but it would have been easier.
What is it? What is it about?
It's about basically how they did some studies
this.
and how like entitled players are. There's this perception that refereeing is really fucking bad right now in the NBA, but in reality, it's never been better.
It's
Because
the players bitching
It's
about
the players, the entitled players, exactly. And they did some pretty good studies on that. Like one of them in particular, like they did a study where I think it was Stanford, and they had two kids from the study that were sitting outside of like a crosswalk, right?
Yeah.
And then one person was taking notes on every car that was driving by, what type of car it is, like 1 through 5, if it was like a piece of shit, or if it was like a Mercedes. And over a period of time, I don't know how many cars went by, but 50% of the cars that were like a fucking anywhere from like a $5,000 car to $10,000 car, they all stopped. 0% of the cars that were
The
over like
expensive ones?
$60,000 stopped
Wow.
because they didn't feel like they were.
Yeah.
They needed to be. I don't
Yeah.
stop for you.
Yeah.
There's all these studies and stuff like that to prove like the society today is entitled, and the kids, and they actually interviewed little kids, and like because this one little kid always does the same thing when he hits a three, like Klay Thompson, right? And he doesn't even know why he's doing it. He's just doing it.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's only like fucking 10 years old.
Because he's seen it over and over.
Mhm. So it's just creating more and more fucking little pieces
That's
of shit.
interesting.
It was interesting, yeah. So I thought with Kyrie acting the way he does,
Oh, these players are entitled, man. It's worse.
Yeah,
Worse and worse.
yeah, because more and more players like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant are getting suspended, and kicked out of games.
Some of the shit they're pulling in the games, I mean, they're showing them up every game. They're showing up the referees. Do I sound? I can't hear myself.
You can't hear yourself?
At all?
It's probably I'm just deaf.
Better?
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
really
holy
loud.
shit, that's
It's
loud.
a little louder, but
That's loud.
Whoa! Oh my God! That's
Yeah.
not too loud.
Holy shit! It's
You
that
need to
bad.
you need to go get your ears
Better?
checked, man.
That's loud.
That's loud for you?
Yeah.
You too good?
That's louder than what was just on.
I mean, I could deal with it. It's just fucking loud.
I hope not.
God. Yeah, Joe, you're gonna have to turn this down for me. It's fine.
All right. Yeah, that's incredibly loud.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well now Joe's
Too loud?
not even on.
Better, Scott?
That's not bad.
I can
right
hear.
there. That's not bad.
I can hear. All right, I can hear now. I don't know what you did, but
You guys all good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
that's
you-
better.
Well, no, mine's a little quiet.
yeah.
Sorry, man. I'm not being picky. I'm just-
Something's going on. All right, good. So I'm not
All right, yeah, let's
completely
do this.
Better?
I'm
Not
completely,
completely
deaf.
deaf.
Here.
Is that
All
better?
That's good.
That's fine. That's
All
fine. Yeah. So why don't you guys like come at me about, California shit like that?
Well,
Making fun of me, and I got some stories. You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
Yeah. Let's start like who
Instead
the fuck.
of me just being like, yeah,
Yeah,
we saw
guys,
it.
I did this.
Who gives a
Let's
fuck about
start
that?
like.
All
why
right, so
the
it's a
fuck-
House Rules Thursday, April 11th, sponsored by Anchor.fm. We have Johnny back from Mars.
Control, bro.
ready.
Johnny's back
What
from
did I
Mars
miss,
right now.
man?
Yeah, he went out
What
to Cali.
kind of
We didn't have
fucking
him
guy
last week.
goes on a vacation and like hikes and then is on a mountain and then goes sees a tree and then is on just rocks?
What kind of people?
Yeah.
Do you know how many millions of people go to Yosemite National Park every year?
No, you're the first person ever that I've ever met.
Oh my God.
That's the truth.
Dude.
Like when you're showing
It's
me like
terrifying.
when you're putting up these
The bubble
pictures
that-
and you're
that-
like, he's like telling us how he's
The
traveling
bubble,
six
the bubble is strong.
The
and
bubble
six
is
six
fucking
hours to
strong.
see a tree. I'm like, wow, this
Don
is
Speed said he's welcome back, Carter.
welcome back, Carter.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
I mean, am I the only one? I mean, that
I don't know.
Good
Let's
for
find
you,
out.
but
Let's
you know.
find out.
Well, I don't know,
Is
man.
Scott the only one that thinks it's crazy to go hiking at Yosemite?
No, I mean, I wouldn't. That wouldn't
Bro,
be my
it's-
choice of vacation.
It's one of the fucking national treasures, my man.
Yes.
Treasure.
So is Hershey's National Park. You know?
Hershey's National Park, Scott. Really?
Hershey's National
Right?
Hershey,
Pumpkin Park.
Pennsylvania.
yeah, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Not multiple Hershey.
Hershey's, Pennsylvania. I went there.
Hershey's again.
Yeah.
You did it
You
again.
get to see the Amish too. Go ahead though.
Let's call it, bro. Like you're outing, like you're outdoor outing. If you were to go to like the dinosaur park off 32,
Yep.
that would be a major adventure.
It's just huge, huge step. So,
Anyways, man, yeah.
I can't wait till he goes to Europe this summer. It's going to be an absolute culture shock.
I
Holy
was wearing my hat,
shit.
man. I was wearing my hat earlier.
I'm not sure he's going to know what to really do.
Can you imagine if we took him to like a fucking soccer game out there?
Oh, yeah,
God.
why not? I'll get along with people.
That he might enjoy. I mean,
Basketball
just
game.
the actual culture, like the.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
sitting
they-
at
they
sitting
think
at
I'm
a
nuts.
sitting at like a cafeteria.
That's
or-
what I mean.
They
Oh
would
my
they would get
God.
along with me, definitely.
No,
Why not?
now I'm not saying they'd be mad at you. But
Johnny,
they would. They
there's gonna
wouldn't be.
There's going to be a lot of videos of Scott in his fanny pack.
I'm not getting a fanny pack. Why would I get a fanny pack?
Because you're a big fucking white dude, man. It would look awesome.
If I wore a fanny fucking pack, come on
Could
now.
you
Like,
please
lean
wear
in.
one?
Why
So-
am I? They don't want to see me. They want to see him.
Well, you
My-
lean in then
my
too.
bad.
Scott and his fan. I mean, John, it looked amazing. I saw the videos.
Yeah.
When you
Johnny
guys
had a
were up on
backpack.
those mountains, and it looked like,
Ah,
taking
dude.
one false move, we wouldn't have you on the show right now.
You know what? It's like you never even think about it until like you see the video after. I'm like, this would be a cool video.
Right.
And then we look at it, I'm like, oh shit.
Fucking terrifying.
But while you're doing it, you're just like, whatever.
It just
You
placing
called it
over.
Mars. I thought you were in hell.
Death Valley
Death Valley looked like hell.
is 3 million acres of a complete other world.
Yeah.
Really?
You know what's funny? When Johnny came talking about Death Valley, there's so many scenes in movies and car commercials and
We
'cause
sat
know it's
down.
the
We
last
were,
Was Fear and Loathing in Las
We were-
Vegas in
bro,
Death Valley?
there's-
so many, on and on.
Car
were wa-
commercials. You're right. Yeah.
We literally watched at least 3 commercials last night. Like, there's Death Valley.
yeah,
Oh, there's another.
nonstop,
Yeah, nonstop.
nonstop.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a small town right out there called Lone Pine
Mhm.
that looks like you're driving into it, and some of these towns leading up to like Death Valley, it's fucking Death Valley.
Yeah.
Like these are old Native Americans that never left their land, and they are just fucking just living in heat in the middle of nowhere. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing for work and money, but whatever. And there's a small town called Lone Pine, and it's just like this. Looks like a old western town, like it's been there for like a couple hundred years, but now it's built up a little bit. And they got a history of film museum there, and it's like, what the fuck kind of films? And it's just like a laundry list of
Yeah.
Iron Man, Maverick.
yeah.
All these movies get filmed out there.
You can see it, man.
Because the landscape is amazing.
Yep.
But
I even told you Lethal Weapon was filmed out there. No, it was.
Was it
Yeah.
the sniper scene where
Yes.
that's right there?
Oh,
yeah.
that
The
scene.
sniper scene, man, at the end.
Yeah. How do you not? Yeah. That
100% it's out there.
where he goes. She's coming with me. Yeah. Throws his
That was
grenade.
all out there. But it was just kind of cool, man.
yeah. Well, you guys are like one story. Let me tell you one story. I won't bore you with.
No,
fucking-
yeah,
No,
tell
go
us.
on.
Scott wants nothing to do with majestic scenery and like
Is it going to be better than the dinosaur park?
not to Scott. So this is more for you and Joe.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
listen.
anybody else, but so it was the second to last. We're on our way back to LA, and we're just looking for a hike before we get to LA, somewhere to camp out. Right,
Yeah.
living in a van.
Yep.
Right, you know.
Living in the van by the river.
Man
down
down
by the
the
river.
So we find the spot. Long story short, we make it there. I won't even get into like how we get in there, but we start the hike, and we got to get there.
Wait, is this where you had to go through private property?
Yeah. We had to go through private property to get there. I won't even tell you, like, the trek there and all that was a little precarious. But the moral of the whole story is, like, we need to get there. We get there at 5:30. Sundown is 7:45.
Right.
So it's a little bit of a drive, and it's about an hour hike to get to Hot Springs. We want to get to these hot springs. How fucking cool is that? Like,
Yeah, that's cool.
super cool.
Haven't bathed in
Natural
a while.
fucking-
Yeah.
You needed
Yeah,
a
haven't
shower.
bathed in 6 days.
Yeah.
We needed a shower.
So
Yeah.
you just hot spring it.
Yeah, we didn't want to fucking pay for,
A hotel
Come on.
shower or anything. Why?
No, why would you do
Against this whole
that?
trip.
part of the whole experience.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I'm
I
trying
can
to
just
make.
imagine. I feel like
It's
he
heated
was
by
just
the
like
earth,
using the
right?
van, grabbing water bottles, like
Listen,
shower.
you got to remember something, man. Like I'm trying to make like zombie apocalypse teams over here.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you have.
I don't know, man.
No?
Well, what I need to prove some survival fucking skills.
Yeah, you got to step
Yeah.
your fucking game up.
I gotta
I'm
be able
sure,
to not
yeah.
fucking shower for a week.
No haircuts.
Fend for my
ever
food.
again.
Survive the
No.
heat.
Survive heat. Survive the elements.
The cold at night.
You can say that you can do it, but then you do it.
Yeah. I can't
No more
imagine.
buying anything.
What were the people?
Yeah, clothing, anything.
The people that are when you get to the hot springs,
So
this
Right.
is along a trail. Like this is along that.
it's an amazing trail.
Right. What's
Amazing
it called,
trail.
John?
Deep. It was Deep Creek Hot Springs.
No, what's the trail called that everyone's that?
Oh, okay. So it's on the Pacific Coast Trail,
There you go.
right? Which runs all of California, north to
Right.
south, runs all the way Pacific.
It takes like a
Northwest.
couple months to do
It takes months to do it.
Right.
Yeah, and that's so. So on our way there, we're hiking, and we're about 20 minutes into the hike, and I see some guys coming in the distance. I see a figure coming. I'm like, oh, cool, it's got to be that way,
Yep.
because we're going the other way, and we'll go that way. And as he's coming close, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, shit. I'm like, he's fucking butt ass naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets closer, and he's fucking dick swinging. He's just got his
Yeah.
towel around his
Hey,
head.
dudes.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Straight up. He's just like, listen, man, you saw the naked guy. You thought you'd go the other way, but unfortunately, he's like, it's this way, or some shit like that. We're like,
This is normal.
Yeah.
Just on this path. It's
totally normal, Scott. 10 minutes later, a group of kids, one of them completely naked, and they're just,
Everybody's naked.
what the fuck?
Well, you got to remember these dudes are on this trail.
well, no,
They're
they're
on
not.
acid?
They're
What?
not. No, these are just kids from Long Beach.
Oh, they're hanging out.
They're tripping.
They're hanging out.
Yeah, they're just hanging out.
They're on
had
drugs.
They're musicians. They're
Yeah,
free
Yeah.
spirits.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Shrooms.
Scott
something.
wants nothing to do with these druggies.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking drug addicts.
Yeah, nicest guys on the planet. They want nothing.
Yeah, give the shirt off their back, but they don't have one. So come on.
So, anyways, we keep seeing naked people on the trail. And we're just like, all right, I guess this is what it's going to be like. So we get down there, and sure as shit, you got to cross a cold creek, and there's like groups of people everywhere.
And everybody's naked.
Half of them are naked. Half of them are naked.
What do you think?
And it was literally like you turn back the clock. It was like 1968, 69 Woodstock. Like, it was just straight hippieville. But we're like, whatever, man. I
You
want
consider yourself a hippie now?
Oh
No,
yeah.
I'm not a hippie.
Well, I'm just asking. I'm not calling
Dude,
you
he's
a
looking
hippie.
for hot springs. Like,
Remember when he said he's in the 60s?
Let me
he's-
get, if
What's-
I
let
if
me
I
ask
hadn't
you-
showered in 5 or
Oh, I'm
6
going to hot
days
springs.
and I heard hot springs, I'm finding it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I showered the night before.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with
What
that.
kind of
I'm
shower
still
was
looking
this?
for a hot springs.
Right.
It just
Is
sounds.
this a
No, it
Poland
does.
spring
It
shower?
was a bird bath.
Yeah, he got in a bird bath. The hot springs sounds amazing.
But we get half the people are naked. So, but me and Megan, whatever.
anybody having intercourse in there?
No, dude, it's like the most natural conversations that
Was
people
anyone
are having.
fucking in there?
Yes, anyone.
But
That's
everybody's
what I
just like,
picture. I've
what's-
been like,
what's
why is
the
that
pic-
guy in the corner? Oh, he's the weird jerk off guy in the hot spring.
Just
Don't mind
watching
him.
everybody go.
Scott would be the weird,
Weird,
jerk-off
creepy
guy.
You would have been
jerk-off
staring.
guy.
You would have been staring at dicks, and you like when one of those guys.
Dude,
like,
I work out at Planet Fitness. I come out of the shower. I see old man's
You
dick
work
all the time.
Oh, I thought he said he worked at a Planet Fitness.
No, I see dick all the time. It's not a big deal. They're all different.
We got Alex from Canada calling.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Alex, help us.
yeah, help us, man.
Wait, he wasn't.
Do you know how many
done.
dicks I see?
They're all different.
I see dicks
They're all
every
neat.
day, and they're all different. So don't tell me, pal.
Yeah.
So, whatever, man. I think it made the whole experience like it's a fucking story. So we hung out there. We hung out with some fucking naked
I
people
give
in the
you
hot
credit,
springs.
man.
And you had to get out of there.
We had to get out of there because they have more rescues
People get lost.
in that area all the fucking time.
It gets dark. What is this?
Fuck
Well,
are you
Alex just
doing?
called me, so I was calling him
Oh,
back.
all right.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Alex. You're live on House Rules. House call.
How are you, gentlemen?
What's
We're
up,
doing
Alex?
What's up, dude?
Back again.
Fantastic. Nice to hear from you guys.
You too,
Likewise.
man. What's going on?
I tried calling last week, but I was a little late.
Yeah, we were a little off last week. It's all right.
Yeah. Did you really?
What's going on?
Did you really just call to throw it in my face that my Bruins lost tonight? Was that it?
That's why he's calling.
Oh.
No, it's a long series. Hockey's never over in game one, but it's a good game for the Leafs to get, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially in Boston. What do you
Uh,
got for
especially
us
in
tonight,
Boston.
Alex?
Well, I got for you a little, I could have a lot of stuff for you, but, let's start off with baseball. What's going on with all these teams? The Yankees, the Red Sox, is Tampa going to run away with that division or what?
I mean,
Or what kind of weird season has this begun? Like Seattle's on fire. Jays almost got no hit 10 times in a row before they went into Boston and beat them twice. Did they end up winning tonight? They're up 6-5. I turned the game off. 6-5. It was the top of the ninth. We had them loaded. Did we hold on? I have to go put my kids to bed. I didn't see the ending.
I think they're tied up right now in the ninth. But as far as like surprises going, I mean, I think it's too early to really.
Seattle's off.
Seattle's a little surprised, 13-2 or whatever they are.
Tampa's been hot. That's weird.
I don't think that's a big surprise.
No, Tampa. We all called it Tampa.
It's early.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought Tampa was going to be really good this year.
We all
by the way.
We all did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
there's
I thought it was going to be a 3-horse race.
Since you're bringing up baseball, though, we were going to talk about Chris Sale a little bit. I mean, you guys worried about him?
He's finished.
He's finished.
I wouldn't say
He's finished.
You think he's finished?
finished. Wow, that's
He's
very
finished.
bold. You're
Unfortunately, he's finished.
And Alex isn't a Yankees fan.
No,
He's just being.
I just think that's
objective.
That's
yeah.
pretty harsh just to say he's finished. I hope he's going to prove me
When you
wrong.
say he's finished, you think
I
you
love
think
Alex,
he's
but he
injured?
also said that the Lakers were going to win the.
yeah.
Well, you know, Joe.
Well, speaking
Well,
of
yeah,
that's on the list too, there, Alex.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there for a second.
What did you think?
You gotta eat crow on that one. a little bit,
Magic stepped down. What do you
Magic
think about
stepped
that?
down.
I am very happy Magic stepped down. Magic had no idea what he was doing. He didn't have any idea what he was doing when he was coaching. When he tried to coach, at least he had no idea. You're not prepared for the president of the Lakers or any NBA franchise if you wanna be not fully committed. Magic was never fully committed, and thank God he's gone because he screwed up everything. You know, he screwed up everything.
I'll tell you who fucking screwed up. LeBron James screwed up. He's fucking
LeBron
up.
James screwed up thinking that he can come back after his 18-game layoff and that he could just turn it on. You know, like if you're an outsider looking in and you don't see injuries, you don't see anything, you see a 38-win team from last year. Adding LeBron James, and this is why I was so high on the Lakers at the beginning of the year, is because
we told you, Alex,
games last year.
He's a cancer.
You told me things could go wrong. You know, you were right. But I see a 38-team win from the year before, adding the best player in the world, one of them at least.
Not anymore.
And
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care, dude.
He doesn't care. It's not even about playing in. The only reason he went to LA, went to the Lakers, he wants to be LA
More than an
LeBron.
athlete.
He wants to worry about his Space Jam 2. He doesn't give a shit about basketball. It's me. He fucked up. He ruined the organization. Magic doesn't want to deal with him anymore. Nobody wants to see him. He's a fucking piece of shit. Get him out of the NBA. Let him go. Let him go. Fucking announce for.
You know what? I was always. Prior to him joining the Lakers, I was kind of with you guys on LeBron. And I said to myself, you know what, this guy's coming to the West to prove me and all the naysayers wrong. That he always stuck in the weak East, that it was all about me, and he came to a team with no stars. And I thought, you know what, good for this guy. He's going to try and bring the Lakers to the playoffs with no stars, and he's going to and he did what you guys said, and it's really disappointing for me as a Laker fan. You know, like, I'm going to give him next year, and I'm going to see what he can do. I'm going to see if anyone wants to join us. If not, you know, if I could snap my fingers and bring D'Angelo Russell back, who I loved, and I didn't know how to trade.
How does that move look good? How does that move look right now?
I love D'Angelo Russell.
He literally dumped him for salary, and now he's an all-star. And Brooklyn's in the playoffs. Yeah, man. He made a lot of mistakes, man. He did.
I do agree with you that Magic made some mistakes and stuff, but I also think that he's at the point that he's just overwhelmed.
He just doesn't have any control
with the organization as a whole.
And he was, you know, when you're president,
there's a lot of work, man.
You got to put in the work. You got to work, and Magic was just not a worker.
It was like Phil Jackson when he went to the Knicks. Same thing. He didn't do anything.
But
your name is going to get you far. It's not.
Regardless, though, it's shown you that LeBron ruins these organizations. They don't have any control over them. I mean, at All-Star break last year, Cleveland dumped their whole team for what LeBron wanted. He goes there. Nobody wants to go there now. He doesn't care that he didn't help the team out.
He can't even get guys on Space Jam.
He can't even get guys on Space Jam. That's amazing.
J-Po says the Nets are the biggest sleeper in the playoffs. All right, J-Po.
She might be right.
She's been on the Nets all year.
Listen, the Raptors are lucky that they avoided the Nets in the first round of the playoffs. Tell them that much.
I tell you what,
the Toronto team over here.
The Nets are the funnest team. You know what I mean? Because they can shoot. You know, if they get out there and they get hot, they can make the Sixers sweat a little bit. A little bit.
That's what. That's why I was so upset trading Russell. You do not trade shooters.
No.
With a cocky attitude that he has, like the I can do anything attitude that he has. You don't trade those players away. They don't come around too often. The guys that can like light up with a mind frame that they can do it. Like you don't get many of those guys in the NBA. You know, that was a big screw up by him.
Alex is angry Lakers fan.
Angry Laker fan. Hey, thanks for calling, Alex. Last word for you. What do you got for us?
Last word for me, I got to go back to Chiefs New England because I never touched on this with you guys. That Chris Hogan drop, that review was there for
all right. Bye, Alex.
Bye. Yes.
Jesus.
He's still holding on to that.
Jesus.
That was excellent.
That's why we love Alex, man.
I love that he brought that up.
So passionate.
So back to these, these hot springs and stuff.
Yeah, let's get back to Yanni on Mars, and then we'll go on so it's House Rules Thursday, April 11th. We're going to go back to Yanni on Mars. We're going to talk to NBA a little bit, NBA playoff predictions, NHL playoffs.
Yeah,
One Night Stands.
Whatever we got. Yeah,
Virginia inbred fucks. We got a lot to go on here. So, yeah, Virginia. Yeah,
That's
go
right.
back to Yanni though. Yanni, talk about these.
You're naked in a hot spring.
We're naked in a hot. You guys want to know if there was group sex?
Yes, I think you guys are swingers now. In hot springs.
No.
I
can't speak on that.
Okay.
Oh,
what
wow.
happens in the hot
What
spring
happens in the hot
stays.
springs?
Rules to the Deep Creek
Yes.
hot spring.
Did you guys sign waivers before you go into
My
these
question
hot
is,
springs?
You don't sign it with a pen.
Would little
Wow.
Sign it with
Joey be
your
allowed
cock.
in those hot springs?
Little Joey would have flooded.
Oh, yeah. He would have never left.
Yeah, I don't think he would have.
No, he's still there.
Still there. He's been stroking and poking, man. He's been all set.
I mean, listen, that's what that was. But it was totally It was interesting to kind of see like everybody just being friendly, normal. They're fucking naked. Who gives a shit? And after like 5 minutes, you just don't give a shit.
Right.
I mean, it's just like whatever, man. They're just fucking naked. You haven't seen a naked body yet. You freak out about that. It's weird.
Sounds like an awesome vacation.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I liked it.
We were saying take ourselves. I said one night we were talking, or maybe it was the last podcast. Take ourselves away from sports. Scott, I know if you said to him, "Yo, you can't never watch sports again,"
Just
he'd
wanted
lose his
to
mind.
do something on Saturday. And so the Bruins were playing.
Yeah,
like,
just.
So when is there a good time though? There's always something.
Scott just a
All-Star-
counter sport.
All-Star
I haven't
breakup
heard
MLB
you talk
season.
about the Bruins once, and
So
yet you have
July-
all your yellow.
I'm not
Not one time.
I'm not a huge Bruins fan, but it's one of those things.
You
I
look-
like-
So you
you're
still
like a
can't. You
Steelers
still
fan.
can't go somewhere.
No, I want
if
to
the-
watch them. It's the playoffs. Come on, why can't I?
You can. No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
I'm, like Harry, I understand what Harry's saying. Go ahead. Am I a true? I watch every fucking game of the Bruins. No. Will I watch them if they're on? Will I check the score? Yes. Do I know what's going on? Yeah. But I'm not like a diehard fan like I am with the Patriots, Red Sox.
Patriots
Duke
is just
and
a
stuff.
different.
It's just a
different.
different breed. But I still, when it comes to the playoffs, anything I like to
The
watch.
Bruins
With
in the
that
playoffs.
said, though-
Scott wears his black hat with that yellow
It's
shirt.
tradition.
It's tradition.
It's tradition.
Do it every year.
April 11th.
Every year.
Every April 11th, I put on my yellow shirt with my beanie, and I watch the Bruins.
Golden Boy.
Hopefully
Go fucking Bruins. Do it.
So the question was, I said, Scott was like, we were just bullshitting, and not to put you on the spot, but if for some reason, you're out in these hot springs, you have no access to cell phone service or
You
no
don't
shoe
mind.
what
That
the
happened
score.
a lot, yeah,
If someone
couple
told
days.
you one day and we're like, you can't watch sports ever again, would that bother? Would that kill you? Because it would ruin Scott. We know that.
It wouldn't ruin me like Scott, but,
But
if
you would
if
be-
I can't watch sports forever,
Yeah, you.
no,
you
that would
could-
suck, man.
Yeah, see, okay. No,
That would
just
suck.
just curious.
Can I tune it out and go like if I wanted to do the Pacific Coast Trail, whatever. I'm far from that.
2 months.
I don't know what that means.
I could do it.
You could do it.
Yeah, of course.
I think after.
I mean, that's not going to be the biggest hurdle that I have is sports.
that's true.
The biggest hurdle I'm going to have is whatever, man. What am I
I'm
going to?
sick of wiping my ass with leaves.
Pretty much. I got to dig a hole every morning to fuck for my shit,
latrine.
which I did a handful of times.
Yeah, sports would be way down that list.
No, it's interesting because if you think about it, sports as a
Johnny could do it, but at some point he'd want, like, dude, how the Yankees doing? Like, he would want to know what's going on.
100%, man.
But I think even me, I think even you, I think all of us, if we were on like a great trip, whatever our great vacation is, all right, say for 2 weeks, a month, whatever, and we couldn't watch sports, I think we'd all be the same. We'd all forget about it. I really do.
Oh,
eventually anything.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Anything's out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. It's just for some people it'd be harder than others.
After a certain point, it'd be like, okay,
yeah,
I might want to know what's going
on.
Yeah, everybody's got their thing.
So, excuse me.
Well, anyways, I'm back. I'm readjusting to society. It's fucking weird.
Everybody's got clothes little mosty.
Yeah. So the Earth, if you had to say, the Earth is not flat.
Huh?
If you were like Kyrie, the Earth is not flat after what you did. I mean, Death Valley was flat.
Death Valley.
Well, did you see hold on, Death Valley. Hold on. There's a lot of mountains out there. I showed you guys one
flat
part over there. That's the flattest area. But other than that, there's massive peaks. There's mountains all over there.
Yeah.
It's just you got a lot of different landscapes out there. Desert, mountains, sand dunes, fucking mystery rocks floating around a flat area over that racetrack.
Yeah, that was cool.
Really?
Rocks are just floating on the...
Really?
Yeah, man. They're just like...
Yeah, it's weird shit, man.
Sliding through the ground like... No, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Nobody quite.
That shit was cool.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, enough about that. I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
We just had Alex on. He was talking about the NBA, so we'll just go into it.
Yeah, what did I miss?
Nothing.
NBA playoffs.
I'll tell you what.
Thank God the NBA is over for March.
Yeah,
March is
it was
brutal.
horrible.
Now
I'll tell you what.
Playoffs are going to start.
Our boy Kyrie, a couple days before the regular season's over, a story leak saying that he is going to go on a visit to L.A.
First visit.
First visit will be L.A.
As a free agent.
Doesn't deny it. Doesn't do anything. My question is the playoffs are about to start. You're about to start this journey to hopefully win a championship with the Celtics, and you're already talking free agency when you're already said you're sick of talking fucking free agency.
Did these words come out of his mouth?
Stephen A. Smith is not.
Stephen A. Smith is a valid source.
Yeah, but these are just stories.
It's definitely true.
Did anybody ask him about it?
So yeah, then the next day,
and he just rolls his eyes. He does the same.
Then the next day he says, "Oh well, it's been a lot of bullshit this year."
Well, it has been a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, because
it's his bullshit.
Let me tell you, I'll state this right now, Harry. They win it with him, which I doubt that the Celtics win a championship because he's such a big cancer now. And losing Marcus Smart did not help because I do believe
that's going to hurt.
He keeps that team. He'll knock heads. He'll knock heads if somebody's not trying. And with him not out there, it could be chaos. They could get knocked out by Indiana. Like I said, I did not want to face Indiana. But with Kyrie now, how the hell is he going to really be trying that hard if he's already thinking about the end?
Can they put it together for another 2 months?
Oh, yes, he could.
Yes, they could.
He could.
You know what I mean?
They have the talent, yeah.
You don't have to always like each other. Don't get me wrong. A lot of it's made public. They haven't been playing together for a long time. I'm not going to compare them to the Chicago Bulls, but like the Chicago Bulls are the champions. Like Dennis Rodman talked about it. Dennis Rodman said he never talked to Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen outside
of basketball.
Off the court.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even talk.
It's not that everybody has. Yeah, sometimes chaos is good. It can be.
This just doesn't seem like
it is. It can bring teams together, man.
I just love the fact exactly what Scott said. It's always, I don't want to talk about my contract. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about that. But it's him that's bringing up this shit. Oh, it's all he says something. Well, there's been a lot of bullshit. You know what? Shut your fucking mouth and don't say that because that's the shit that he starts drama when he says that.
You know what's happening with the NBA, unfortunately, with the free agency stuff. Everybody wants to talk about that. No one cares about the games anymore. It's all like, where's this guy going? Who's going to team up with that guy?
The next team.
That's all they've been talking about all year. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that Golden State is so good. You know what I mean? It's almost like everyone's like,
who can beat Golden State?
When they win. Like, why do we even have the playoffs? What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about where this guy's going and where that guy's going. Like, it's not even about the fucking games this year, which is unfortunate because it's already like, Everyone pretty much assumes
that's a great point.
Golden State's going to win it. We need stories. Where are the stories coming from? Well, you got this free agent class next year. Let's talk about that. And they've been talking about it. It's exhausting. I think that's where Kyrie comes from, just the bullshit, just nonstop. Where are you going? Where are you going to be? Blah, blah, blah. I think it's more that.
You're right, because
that's what it is.
If you look at the bracket,
it's almost like just play the fucking games. Like, who cares about next year? Just play now. Get it together. Boston's got enough talent to come out of the East. No, even after everything that's happened, I disagree. They're good enough to come out of the East because there's no LeBron in the East. Who else is in there? Giannis, yes, has never been past the first round.
Okay,
so he should beat Detroit.
He should. Okay, fine, but he still hasn't done it. You know what I mean?
The Sixers-Nets game is the best
Sixers
one in the bracket.
Sixers haven't done anything yet.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's the best one to start it off.
The team that might be, I think, the most dangerous team is Toronto because they have Kawhi and they got Kyle Lowry, and they got Lenk, they got Gasol. That's a team you might have to worry about. But outside of that, I think Boston can make a run, man. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm not saying Boston can't.
And I love the matchup with Indiana. That's the best matchup they could have had. Who else do you want to play? Indiana's missing their best player in a playoff series. Who's going to make shots for them? Who gets the ball at the end? They don't have a guy.
My eyes show me what my eyes show me.
All right,
with Kyrie on the court, they're not a good team.
I think Boston wins that series.
Oh, I hope that they do. They should win the series. They're favored to win the series.
They should win it easy.
They should. They
5
sweep.
games.
They
Maybe
sweep.
possibly sweep, but 5
I'm just saying. I just had it. You know what? Fuck even the whole Kyrie thing. I've had enough almost of the whole NBA. I'm done with the whole talking, the bullshit. You know, I want to do the Space Jam thing with LeBron James. Why can't we just leave old movies with Michael Jordan? Why do we always have to bring it back? D. Wade with his Last Dance and shit, bullshit. Like, I've had enough with everything. Everybody's a character. Everybody's the future rap star. Everybody's going to be the... No, it's
no,
true.
He's not wrong.
Everybody's trying to get their next endorsement for after the career.
He's right though, but it's not even just the NBA, MLB. You know, hey, I want to go here.
MLB's not that bad.
No, but NFL it is. But
NFL's not that bad. You don't see them fucking having talk shows about more than just an athlete or going on HBO or political shit. I'm done with it.
I'm saying the 3 leagues itself.
Scott is saying shut up and dribble.
I am saying shut up and fucking dribble. You get paid to do that. That's what you are. You're an athlete. Just play. Why do I have to listen to all your bullshit all the time?
No, I'm not bullshit.
My point is
fucking living, bro.
Yeah, but like, all right,
it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, no, I agree. But you travel the world. You're probably one of the most educated people on the show. If you're not,
definitely.
All right? He is. All right.
I got a 980 on my SATs.
All I'm saying is there's a lot of things going on in this world that people could be talking about more than LeBron James, Derrick Rose, D. Wade, all these guys, but they feel like they have to do it. Why?
Because they have a platform.
What is sports? It's a distraction from other things. So why are they trying to bring up the distractions?
Because they're entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like what you said about that podcast.
Exactly. They're all fucking entitled. They're from a generation.
I've had enough.
That's fucking entitled.
That's why
Scott doesn't want anybody talking.
That's why Scott's
play the game and that's it. Nobody cares about your opinions.
Wearing the Bruins right now because hockey is different than all those sports. Like I was trying to say, NFL, MLB, NBA, they still decide. Hey, I want to play here. Oh no, I don't want to play there. Where you look at these players in the NHL, if Kyrie came out and said, and he was in the NHL, which I mean wouldn't happen. If he came out and said, "Oh, I'm not." There's this bullshit. The next night, whoever he was playing, one of those hockey players would put him into the glass. They get traded. They go to a team. They play their ass off for that team. It's not, oh, I don't want to play for that team. I'm not going there because I got traded there. That happens in the MLB. That happens in the NBA. That happens in the NFL. I say it week in and out. Inmates run the prison. It just keeps happening. And LeBron James is the epitome of it all. Now Kyrie, let him go to L.A. Just 2 pieces of shit together.
Wow. A lot of anger here.
Yeah.
Tell us how you really feel, though.
I am angry about it. I said to Scott the other day, I said I would bench Kyrie. What the fuck are you going to – why are you going to come out and say this shit right before the playoffs?
It doesn't help.
You won't even care if they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. You will not give 2 shits.
He is right.
I
won't care.
You wouldn't give 2 shits.
Because it will be nice because I won't have to listen to anybody talk. Just play.
You will care. It is different. Like watching the Celtics run, there's something to be said about really connecting and liking a team. The Red Sox are fucking, the lovable fucking Kevin Millar's.
04.
Even last year's team, right?
Is this team hard to root for?
Exactly. The Celtics team last year.
Is it?
Was that team? That team was not hard to root for.
The Celtics team last year, everybody loved them.
Everybody
loved them. They were like the
them.
Yankees of 2 years ago, the baby bombers and stuff.
It is a difference.
I even said it with the Yankees when I was like, man, they're hard to not like.
They're hard to not.
Last year, the Celtic team, hard to not like. Scary Terry. Man, how are they doing this? Al Horford, average Al. You have Marcus Smart, the toughness and stuff. You got, Morris, who's, badass as it comes and stuff. Then you bring in Kyrie. Gordon Hayward, you know what? He's actually turning me a little bit. I'm starting to like him. But other than that, it just seems like...
He was a dead man.
He was.
What do you mean he was a dead man?
Until I had to listen to Kyrie bitch.
Now he's okay.
Yeah, I have to... my hatred went to him now.
Okay.
But I agree. There is something to say about a team that you bond with, you gel with, and the expectations for the Celtics were what? No LeBron.
Very high.
They should be up there, right?
They still are. They still are high. They should still at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, they should. I agree with you.
I think they still should. They're good enough. They got what's his name's hurt though.
Marcus Smart, that hurts, man. He's a glue. He's a glue.
How long is he out?
They said probably the first 2 playoff series. They said.
Oh wow.
Which can hurt.
Yeah. All right.
Because now you're getting into depth. Now you're getting into Marcus Morris playing more, and
Rozier steps up. Brown,
Well, it's a good spot. It's good for Rozier. He gets that spot back where he can do what he did last year.
Gordon Hayward's got to do something now, too.
Sometimes, these things have a way of, you shorten that rotation a little bit. Maybe it helps him a little. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll fire into it.
The Eastern Conference Finals, every game, most of the games, But the West, it's every game you look at, every team, it's who can win to beat Golden State.
Well, it broke fucked up for for Houston. They fell all the way to 4. So now if they do play Golden State, it's going to be in the second round. And that's the team that can beat them. But I don't know. Do you guys think anybody in the West can beat Golden State? I don't see it, man. They're going to waltz through this.
I think anybody can beat anybody.
They got the Clippers first round. That's not going to.
Yeah, that's not.
Clippers have had a nice year, but they're not. What are they going to do?
Westbrook and George, maybe give them a run.
They're
you know what you got to hope for?
The most interesting team on there has got to be either Denver or Portland.
You got to hope for the fatigue or somebody get some type of injury.
That's the only thing, man.
Yeah. And you know what? It sounds like you're searching for stuff right there, but you know what? It happens.
Yeah. So essentially, you got to get lucky.
Yeah.
Because if they just stay healthy, then
if they stay healthy, they're almost impossible to beat, in my opinion. I just don't see anybody doing it, to be honest with you. I'm looking at it. The Nuggets got a tough job. They started playing bad at the end. They got San Antonio first. So that could be an upset, possibly.
Yeah.
Nuggets had a good year. We were saying, young team, watch out for them. They did great. But they slowed down the last couple of weeks, man, and they fell into San Antonio.
Now they got to play Pop. Yeah, that's tough.
That actually might be a good series. You might see that one go 7. The Raptors Magic series seems like, that's not too much interest. That Sixers Nets series,
I think that's a great series.
That's probably the best one.
Yeah, in the East right now,
yeah. Because Sixers, a lot
Milwaukee should just blow through Detroit. I would think.
Milwaukee shouldn't have any problems. You're looking at a Milwaukee Celtics second round. I don't think the Celtics are going to have too much problem with Indiana just because Indiana's missing their best player. Simple as that. If Oladipo was playing, that would be a better series. I don't think it's going to be close. Milwaukee-Boston, that could be fucking something. Giannis versus you guys.
What's that lining up for?
Second round. That's probably going to be the second round series is Boston and Milwaukee. If they can get through Milwaukee, they can get to the finals. Because you beat them, then it's like, all right, now we got something going. And watch out for Toronto. Toronto's loaded. They're ready. They got rid of those guys. They got Kawhi. They're ready, man. They got Gasol. They picked him up.
They've been resting people too.
This kid Siakam came out of nowhere and was a monster this year. Their starting 5 is really good. Toronto, Boston, that's what I see in the East Final. And then Golden State and maybe Oklahoma City, man, if they can get their shit together.
I love Portland.
They're playing in the first round, right?
Portland, OKC first round.
That's a tough series right away, man. If they get through Portland, they can get to the
No, you're right.
Final, if they can get through Portland. Portland's tough. Damian Lillard's had a great year.
Do you think Westbrook is better than D Wade?
Do I think Westbrook is better than D Wade?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like a player?
Probably.
Do you think James Harden is?
After this year, probably.
Probably. All right, that's 2. All right. So I'm getting close.
I know you don't like Dwayne Wade.
No.
I don't know why. But
not that I don't like him. I just.
What's the problem with him? You don't like him.
No,
You think he's overrated?
Yeah.
He's not one of the best basketball players of this century.
No.
Of this era.
No.
This 25 years.
No.
He's not.
No. How many MVPs?
He's garbage.
How many? Did I say he was garbage?
I don't know why you don't like the guy. What do you have? You don't like the retirement tour. That's what you didn't like.
Retirement tour did hurt. When he went to Chicago, I think hurt. The constant, Well,
he didn't want to go to Chicago. The Heat were lowballing him. They weren't offering him a contract.
I don't give a shit. He went to Chicago. I didn't mean going to Chicago. I mean, when he was in Chicago, he didn't do much.
Right.
Did he?
No, he was old, man.
Yeah.
He was done by then.
He got old pretty quick, too.
Well, he played 4 years in college, so he came in and he had a lot of miles on him. He didn't come in like these other guys.
Why? Tim Duncan played 4 years in college.
And he got old at the end. He needed help.
But he still progressed. He was still a dominant. He was still a factor.
Dominant?
He was still a big factor.
Pop started the wrestling thing because of Duncan.
Yeah, but
Duncan wasn't playing at the end.
No, but he was still a factor when they played the Heat in the NBA playoffs.
He was
awesome. Finals.
He was
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't understand where it was like this.
Wade played reckless, man.
He did. He was
on the ground. He was a defender. He's a grinder.
He's very clutch.
Probably the best defender shooting guard we've ever seen.
He could block. He was very good.
He's got the most.
Paul Pierce. That was stupid.
That's stupid. I'm not even going to get into that. That's
Paul Pierce is a good player.
He just wants to
be a Hall of
Famer.
He just want to put himself out there.
Paul Pierce is trying to be Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to.
And he's not. Paul Pierce is the quiet guy in the corner that says like 2 words, and you listen to him, you forget he's there. That's what he is. That's what he needs to know what he is too. He's not like Shaq. He's not like Charles.
He's trying to be. That's the problem.
He can't be. He's the quiet guy. That's what he is.
Okay.
what did I fucking say wrong? He's a quiet guy.
He's quiet. Okay.
Yeah. So all right, keep going with the D Wade. Give me
nothing. I think he's a great player, and I don't know.
I think he deserved this. The roses and the
commercials.
Probably too much.
It was too much.
Probably too much.
Well, listen, did you not see, he's not just known for, his accomplishments on the court.
That's the thing.
Dude is like a fucking...
But Scott doesn't like that stuff, the off-the-court stuff.
Not a lot of guys are all like that, bro.
He actually did a lot of good things.
Did you see that? Did you see that commercial? Did you see
the Budweiser one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a lot of good things for the community, people.
Did you almost well up at all?
It was a good... Budweiser does everything good.
Did you
look at the horse, the dog, all of them.
Dwayne Wade and the horse, same fucking thing.
Same thing.
Clydesdale
got me all.
It didn't strike any emotion.
No, it did with the dog and the horse. Absolutely. The D Wade one, you guys.
I just think you don't like the retirement thing, which I get.
I don't. I didn't even like when Big Papi did it.
Yeah, it's almost too much.
It is too much. It was too much. Mariano Rivera's. Let me tell you, if you want a classy one, it was his because he didn't want any of the broken bats and stuff. Derek Jeter, great retirement tour because it was pretty much like.
So it's a thing, man. It's like a thing. They're all doing it.
But he was embracing it. Just fucking play the game. I don't get it.
Kobe, did you like Kobe's retirement tour?
Kobe, everybody, he was just doing it. He
embraced it, big time.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. That was huge. Every place he went to was a big event.
Yeah, did I like it? No, but I won money on his last game, so yeah, I did like it.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
What? I am who I am. I'm just stating a fact right now, man.
That's fine.
I watch a lot of sports, just like we all do here.
Right.
And it gets to a point sometimes that you just get nauseous.
Scott wants it to be release.
Did you like the Dirk Nowitzki retirement semi-tour?
I still feel like he's going to come back for some reason just because. But, I mean, it wasn't bad.
By the way, one of the most underrated superstars ever is Dirk. No question.
Underrated. There we go. Thank you.
21 years.
21 years.
Same
underrated.
Team,
same team.
Won a title.
Something to say about playing on the same team.
Was in the finals.
That is something to say. You're right. It doesn't happen.
If I was a professional athlete, I would hope I would play on the same team. If I was good enough.
It's not easy to do.
If you're a superstar, you can't do it if you're just like a has-been.
It's very rare, man.
It's nice to see.
Kobe did it and Dirk did it.
Yeah,
they both did it.
It's really good to see.
Yeah,
so.
the NBA's going to change. They lost 2 good ones this year. Both those guys were they were awesome, man. And I hated Wade on the Heat. I didn't like anything that was going on.
The way you were texting this morning, I thought you loved him
because he's a great player. There's no way around it. He's a great player.
He's a great player. And you know what? He's even better. He's a great person.
And he's a good dude.
He's a good person.
Right.
So that's where I think like the people are misconstruing the whole thing.
Dude, he's a 9-time All-Star.
He's a 9-time All-Star, 22 points per game. I understand his fucking stats. The stats are the stats. I'm just saying to the eye of me, I don't think it was anything that sexy that I'm like, all right, we're losing one of the greatest players of all time that I'll lose sleep. Next year when he's not playing, I'm not going to be like, man, NBA is different when out there.
No, he hasn't been.
Well, the last
5 years, he hasn't been the same guy.
Yeah, no,
I'm talking about from 2003 to 2010. Yes. He was one of the best players on the planet.
Okay.
For the
8 years.
For the middle of his prime career.
8 years, yes.
He was one of the best players in the league.
He was a very good player.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Won't say he's the best.
The last 5 years were the last.
He
was washed the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was done. It was over. Yeah. That's it. That's all I'm saying, man.
Pro fucking D Wade guy.
I guess he wanted Wade on the Knicks.
Did you get his Converses? Remember, he was a Chuck Taylor's guy when he first came in the league.
Better than Paul Pierce, I'll tell you that much.
Really?
What?
Chuck Taylor?
Better than Paul Pierce, that's for sure.
I mean, Paul Pierce. All right, if you really want to go into the big 3 of the fucking Celtics, KG made that team. We all know that.
Thank you.
We all know that.
But at the same time, if we're going to keep bringing up Wade,
how good were the Celtics when Paul Pierce was by himself?
He wasn't that good. They made it to the Nets, which they should have won, and he missed those free throws in 2003.
Him and Antoine.
He missed the free throws.
That was the one time they had a run.
He had a run. He missed the free throws. They could have faced LA.
But that's the same thing that you can bring up with Wade, though, I feel like. If you keep saying
Wade won a championship.
Yeah, but he had
without
Shaq.
Anybody. Shaq was old when he had him.
Shaq. Well,
what are you talking about? When he had Shaq in 2006?
Then he won. Then he needed LeBron and Bosh.
He won a championship with old dudes, just like Dirk did. He was the only star, and so was he. They were both the only stars on their team.
Hey, if you won a championship, I'm not going to argue with you.
So come on,
he won.
He won a championship without. He won a championship without LeBron and fucking Bosh.
It wasn't like the Celtics brought in all these young guys.
What?
Garnett and Allen and
Garnett
Pierce
was one of the best players on the planet.
Yeah, but it wasn't like he wasn't.
He was one of the best players in the league.
He was, but he wasn't. It wasn't like you said. He was just a young team. It was.
Joe, I got to argue with you.
Dude, you got to stop. You got to stop.
My boy Larry Bird. Larry Bird's famous quote.
Stop.
Larry Bird's famous quote is, "Man, Danny should thank Kevin for giving him that championship."
Fuck yeah.
Because Kevin McHale traded.
Kevin Durant was
Kevin
Durant was one of the 3 best players. Garnett. I'm sorry. Was one of the 3 best players in the world when he went to Boston.
Yeah.
Stop.
He traded Kevin Garnett.
He didn't just
Larry Bird says it all the time.
Come on.
Banner number 17.
Yeah.
Tell thank you to Kevin McHale. He says it.
Do you remember how they started that year off? They were like, this might take a little time.
Oh, they were on fire.
They were like 25-3.
They were on fire. They couldn't miss. They blew out everybody.
Yeah, they were the best team,
Yeah, that whole season.
Yeah.
They ran into Atlanta. That was a little scare, but
they did.
Game
first
7.
round.
That's why when we go back to Golden State, you never know. You never know.
Play the game, see what happens.
Play the game, yeah. Play the fucking game. Yeah. Hey, here's another thing. We all watch Space Jam, right?
I don't even remember.
Why wouldn't I still watch it all the time? It's on. All the time.
Wait, you got enough time to watch Space Jam all the time?
But you don't watch Game of Thrones.
Oh my God!
So let me get this straight.
What?
When's the last time you saw Space Jam?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
It was just on. It's
on
all the time.
You gotta have kids. You'd be a good dad.
Put
Space Jam on,
man. Let's Space Jam.
All right, first off,
you guys gotta stop getting kittens and get a kid.
Yeah, get a kid.
I'd rather have a fucking kid than these kittens, man. The fucking kitty buck. Go upstairs, Mike. Oh, it's terrible. Anyways, why wouldn't they just bring back Michael? Well, have Michael coach.
Because
I'm just saying he doesn't want to do it.
Why? Because Michael probably turned it down too. He's like,
no, I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying, like, it's such a stupid idea.
Be second fiddle to LeBron.
Space Jam is mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson dead. So that's it.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get it one bit. Bring back Michael. Everybody be happy. Have Michael coach. Have old Bill Murray.
Oh, how about just not do the fucking movie.
Yes, that's another thing. That's a good move.
It's not
Yeah,
gonna
I would like that.
Yeah.
I could care less about
Me
fucking
too.
Space Jam 2.
Me too.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You brought up Game of Thrones, though. We should fucking put out some odds there, like First to Die.
They're out
That's
there.
starting Sunday, right?
They're out there, right?
What do you got for that
want me to
shit?
go first? Let me go first.
What do you think, Scott?
What do I
Who's
think?
gonna die?
I don't know, man, because I'm not caught up.
So this would be like.
Fuck, how are you not?
So basically, what's today? Today's Thursday.
This
There's
is like
3 days. There's 3 days to the Game of Thrones premiere.
Who wants to break my arm? Let's go.
No, I'm just saying. Is it even possible
To
for
catch
him
up?
to catch
Oh, yeah,
up?
absolutely.
No.
3 days?
You could give me.
Wait,
yeah,
where
you
is he?
could.
Where are you at?
He's on
Season 3, Episode 5.
He's got a shot.
That would be impressive.
You gotta call out of work tomorrow.
Yeah,
There's one.
tomorrow.
You can't come to
you
breakfast.
have
I'm working a
Can't
double
come-
tomorrow. I'm working trash and
Well,
I'm
then
working
that's
seafood.
it.
That's it. It's already
Where are
over.
your fucking
Screwed.
priorities?
It's over. Unless
But
DVR'd and not paid attention.
I'm not going to pay attention.
he hasn't seen
I
it.
haven't paid attention to anything that people have been talking about with this.
Ah.
Hey, with Sopranos, I was late with that and
But I
stuff.
found out with Sopranos, as big a fan as he was, he didn't start watching that till like 10 years after it started.
Big.
You
Yeah.
can't- you
I've
can't-
watched it 3 times.
Like
now.
Scott was going around and be like, "Remember, you guys see
Yo,
that?
you
scene?"
see that scene?
That was fucking 10
That
years
scene
ago.
how they killed him? Dude, those dreams were real that he was having. Tony
Yeah.
was having real dreams.
Yeah, man.
Whacking people.
It's like Tony who? Soprano. What? The Soprano?
What are you talking about?
That was fucking 99.
Yeah. What are you guys gonna do? Get popcorn? Get all like
Bro,
jazzed
I'm
up
gonna
for
see.
this?
I'm not gonna get home till late Sunday night.
Johnny's going to watch it later.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch it Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a big Monday guy.
I've
fan.
done
But
that.
I'm gonna have
That
to
sounds like a
be.
lot.
I'm gonna be on social media blackout from
Yep.
10 o'clock
Wow,
Sunday.
you're serious on
From
this.
10
Yeah.
o'clock Sunday
This
till
is it.
1 o'clock Monday.
This
I
is how
can't
the world.
fucking.
This
I
is how the
can't.
world's gonna end. I'm
Let
gonna
me
let
ask you a
guys
question,
know this.
John.
You guys are all dying. From this.
Monday, when you do watch it, it's in the morning?
I don't have time in the morning. I gotta.
So you're
watch
gonna
it. I gotta
shut
wait
your
till
phone off until you watch it.
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
So you
we
watch it
can't
in the
get hold of-
afternoon. You watch it in the afternoon?
What are you teaching classes?
Mm-hmm.
So you're silence class, silent class.
Well, they won't say anything in class. If
Yeah,
they
we don't
do,
talk too
tell
much
them,
about Game of Thrones.
don't talk about it.
Oh yeah, I'll tell everybody.
Beforehand. Be like, just so everybody knows,
Silence!
before we get started here, if anybody brings up what happened last night on Game of Thrones,
I'll leave you guys in Frog.
Yeah.
An extremely uncomfortable
position. I'm going
for
to break
20
yeah,
minutes.
I'm going to break some backs today.
Yep.
Yeah, I
I'll
like
do
it.
that.
All right. I'm pumped. I can't wait.
Me too.
Joe, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe should be caught up. I mean, I'm glad.
I was caught up for a
Game
while.
of Thrones, Scott.
Yeah.
You should have seen it.
Daenerys is gonna die. Episode 3.
You think
4.
so?
Um,
I think they're all gonna die. It's just gonna end that way.
big
I'm telling
whack.
you.
I think
It's gonna- everybody's
eunuch
gonna
be-
die.
It's going to be Tyrion.
I think there's gonna be a handful of people that are still be alive. The eunuch is still gonna be alive. He's gonna be
Really?
involved. Yep.
Okay, here's a weird question.
Tyrion will probably be like the
gotta
hand
have
somewhere.
Could Scott just shut off 3 and start?
No.
No.
Nah.
Absolutely
He's
not.
done. He's
He's
not.
not
We're not
that
gonna
smart.
have anything to talk about.
You mean shut off 3 and just pick it up from now?
Like just start Sunday and try
no,
and start.
God, no. How would he know anything?
Oh, I'm sure I could.
He could try
Not
and
that
pick it
hard.
up. You know, he could at least watch this season, then have to
do.
go
So
back.
You realize what happens at 3, right?
Yeah.
The end
Mm-hmm.
to where we are now and how much happens between.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So much.
But I'm just
changes.
saying, at least he would get to see the last season, and then he could like go back and rewatch. I know that would sound fucked up,
You
but
can't do that.
New
You
Twilight
can't watch
Zone
the
is good,
last.
yeah.
Twilight
I
Zone.
heard
but-
about that.
Oh, it's really good.
You saw it?
Jordan Peele. Yeah.
Jordan Peele's good with these horror movies,
What
man.
channel? What channel? The station? is on?
CBS Scene or All Scene because it's like
They're gonna
TV,
make you pay
MA.
for it.
They're not making you pay
Ah.
for it right now.
They
it's like
will,
free.
though.
Yeah.
They're
This
gonna get
kid's good with
everybody.
fucking horror, man.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
dark.
he's
Nailing
creepy.
it. I love it.
He's very.
Did you watch the second
Good.
episode?
We
No.
need a good horror fucking
Good.
guy, man. We
I like
haven't
horror
had a
guys.
good horror.
Wait,
you know.
so,
Rob Zombie.
So can they go there?
Rob
I mean,
Zombie, yeah.
Like CBS won't go there.
Yeah, but this is like an MA CBS.
Oh yeah, they.
Oh,
It's like a
swear.
CBS streaming
I
site.
saw CBS and I was like, "Fuck, man!
Yeah.
Why'd you ruin like?" you
I
know?
just-
No, it's different.
I'm not giving up anything, but I'm a big fan of movies, TV shows, anything that it has like a little lesson in life, like what you had and what
That's
you
a-
traded for, or any of those type of
like
movies.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Saved by the Bell,
Always
Friends.
had good
You keep going at me, SpongeBob SquarePants,
90210. You're
Derek Wade,
90210.
D Wade,
Solid.
whatever his fucking name is.
You back it?
I reunited the Fentons over the week last week.
Well
if I was
done,
interested.
Joe.
If anyone's
I
interested.
Let's
hear about it.
Well, I was down at Captain Scott's. Haven't seen my Uncle Mike in God how many years? Yeah, since 96.
Wow. You haven't seen him?
I mean, I haven't physically talked to him since 97.
Extended.
Wow,
yeah,
over 20 years.
Yeah. And he came down to Captain Scott's. Somebody was talking to him, somebody waiting in line or working there, and I was like, that's my Uncle Mike. And they're like, you don't say anything? I'm like, I haven't seen him in years. So I was like, you know what?
Progress,
I'm going to make the move. I'm going to be the stronger man to do this. I handed him his food. I said, it's Joseph. Hey, Uncle Mike. And we fucking talked, and he said he listened to the podcast.
Really?
You called that. H called that, too. That
said he liked it.
Dude, he's a sports guy.
It's hilarious because my dad listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
Uncle Mike listens to the
podcast is going to bring
we're bringing the podcast is bringing the family together.
They will come.
Fenton's
a lot of times
you need common ground, man.
And it's the kids that have to do it sometimes. That's what it takes.
I extended. I'm like, you know what?
Joe put his dick in his hand and he just went for it.
I was a little nervous.
He was just like that hot
start
spring.
talking about the Red Sox with him.
Oh, we did. We talked sales.
Me and your Uncle Mike could talk about baseball for hours.
We were just talking about sales fried. He said they should sit out for a couple of months.
It's not fried.
What is he?
Yeah, what is he, Scott?
You're concerned. You got to be a little concerned.
What are you talking about, man?
It's Josh Beckett all over again. Here we go. We got a guy that young, looked like he was going to be a stud, wins as a championship.
He won you a championship.
And then so did Beckett, and then he fries out.
How old is Sale? 30? 31? Is he that old?
It's his body. He's too wiry.
Joe, he can't change his body now. That's the stupidest thing.
I'm just saying.
You sound like those fucking idiots on the radio. His body needs to change.
I never said it changed. I just said he wasn't going to last because of that.
I mean,
you can't say
you don't know what's going on yet.
I don't think
we really don't know.
Or he has to reinvent himself.
I can't wait till he fucks.
Say that.
I mean, sometimes that's what it is. If you blow out your arm,
if he's not throwing 97,
he can reinvent himself.
He can reinvent himself.
All right, we talked about that though. How often do you see power pitchers reinvent themselves into finesse pitchers?
If they want to.
Immediately.
Takes time. Man.
It takes time.
Years.
You know, Corey Kluber's having an off start. You know, I mean,
he might be a guy.
I'm just saying
he could have a little dead arm. You know, but
he started spring training late. All right.
Okay.
He didn't pitch that much in spring training.
The weather's cold.
He ramps it up.
Oh no, they were out west.
He ramped it up in spring training. Now he's starting again. He could have that dead arm period. He could have a lot of stuff. I don't know, but. You know what?
I know.
I do not believe that they would have signed him to a deal like that if they thought that his arm was shot. I don't believe it.
You don't think it was a lot of these nervous deals that were happening?
No. I think what they would have done was, hey, let him play it out. Let him play it out. We've been a free agent next year. Let's face. You know, he wanted to stay. You know, he wanted to stay. Why would you sign him? So I don't believe that he's done.
All right.
That's just, I mean, people with that much money, you're telling me billionaires don't do their fucking homework, which they don't always.
I don't know.
What type of insurance policies do they get on guys like that?
He's getting all the money he wants. MLB has the best contract.
Does insurance cover any of that, though?
There's got to be something.
I don't know much about that, but I would have
right? Look at Chris Davis.
How are the Yankees doing with Jacoby Ellsbury?
How does Chris Davis still have a job?
It's almost over, man.
Because he's still getting paid.
So what?
It's the last one.
His contract. How are you going to not play the guy that had a bat like that for a contract like that? And now he's, 0 for 54?
Dude, at some point, he's going to get paid anyway. Just
should be
bench
lynched
him.
In public.
Lynched in public.
He is so bad.
Of space right now.
Didn't we talk about that the other night? That we should go back to like the
when he comes to the plate, it's like he's not going to do anything.
He should just bunt.
No, what happened? He can't do anything. I don't know.
Steroids.
He's in the middle of this contract.
Steroids.
Like right in the middle.
Well, he could retire. He would still get it all.
Not if you retire.
Not if you retire.
Way.
So he'll just sit there. He'll coach. He'll be a coach.
Yeah, he get fat. I'm getting paid. These are guaranteed contracts.
Huge dip in all the time. He don't give a shit. He even looks bad with that in now.
It's like they're booing me in Baltimore. There's like 30 people out there.
Exactly. I'm their best player still.
Yeah.
I'm their coming attraction.
Boo me all you want. 25 mil a year, boys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. That was their stupidity.
That's stupid.
Well, all these contracts, man, they're all ridiculous.
Another one today. The second baseman for Atlanta just signed.
Ozzie
Albies. That was a
smart.
That's
smart.
Like 7 years, $35 million. That seemed low. No.
I mean,
they're just locking down their young players.
Yeah, no, good for them. Hey, they did Acuna. Now they got him. That's great. Good for them, man. They're taking contracts. Fuck it, sign them.
I will say I do like the way that Philly started this year. They have that their bullpen, their aura, how they're all cheering for each other. Bryce Harper is inspired to beat the shit out of anybody in the NL East. And, they do look like a wrecking ball right now.
Philly's a great sports town.
Yeah, they are. He's feeding off of the whole thing.
Yep.
When he went to the Nationals, he wanted to beat them. It doesn't matter. Their whole team's pulling for him, too. Yeah. So it's kind of cool.
It should be interesting, man, just getting started in baseball. But we're there now. We're going.
Well, we got a busy weekend, You got NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs start Sunday, Masters, Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Big weekend.
Big
Huge.
Weekend, yeah. Just sit there all weekend, watch something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Or we could go to Hot Springs,
Hot Springs.
Where we
rock out with your
cock
right
out. Direction, bro.
Yeah.
We only close. Let's fucking go.
House rules, April 11th.
Out.
All right. Good job, Scott.
I was kidding with you.